Welcome to today's Breaking Relics. You know the story of Socrates. Spoke out against the state. The state got mad. Gave him the option to repent or die for his transgressions against the state. He chose his convictions and to drink poison and die. When I was younger and first heard that tale of what happened, I was always, why didn't he just lie? Like, it's lying in something, especially when it comes to staying alive, it's not that hard. So he could have lied and lived. Would we know his name now? Probably not. Does it matter to him that we know his name now? Maybe. The biggest thing as I've gotten older is figuring out what your convictions are and what is worth fighting for. When I was younger, I would have lied to save my skin. And the concept of live to fight another day was always part of that. But as I've gotten older, I wouldn't. I don't lie about that much. I have a few little white lies I'll tell. Mainly, it's my go-to lie is for when the people are trying to sell you cable when you go through a store. And the go-to lie is just see which one they are. That's which one I have. Because it just stops them trying to sell you stuff that I'm not interested in. It's the easiest way. That's a little lie, though, over something that isn't important. In the longer term view of things. But what's going on currently in this country? We have a party that is trying to actively take away rights of minorities, rights of communities they don't agree with, and they kind of want to start, they want to start, and they're very open about wanting to start, saying we're a Christian nation. Because they don't know how to read. And so I thought about that. If it came, if that happened, which I certainly hope it doesn't, and that's why I'm putting out videos discussing how awful that would be. But, I don't want it to come to that. Even though for a long time I could relatively get off fine. I am not a minority community, so they would not be coming right after me. But I'm not Christian. And I can also see the writing on the wall, and I have my friends who I don't want them to be fighting these causes alone. So you gotta speak out now. Because if not, eventually they will be coming for me after they've gone through the others. As the story goes. But let's say the worst happens. Let's say the fascist gets in, is able to make it a Christian nation, and 5 to 10 years they're rounding up anybody who doesn't say they're Christian. What would I do then? Would I lie? Younger me would have. Because the younger me... Now, I don't want to take this as I don't like living. I actually am very fond of being alive. And I am not looking forward to inevitably dying. And, I hope there's something more out there after this life, because I like existing. But I also have different principles and what's worth living in. And, I can do a little white lie about a cable company. That doesn't matter. But over my beliefs, I won't. So I gotta get out there and speak out now, so we don't end up in the position where they go, oh, you're not Christian, you're dead. They say, you'll have some who say that's not what they want, but the mask is off way too many now. It's exhausting. It's funny, I saw somebody share a quote from Lord of the Rings, and it was Frodo going, why did it have to come to me? Why did I have to live through this time? And, Gandalf basically saying, yeah, so does everybody who has to live through it, but make the best and do what you can with the time you have. So I'm working on it. Hope you work on it too.